Over 30 years I've been rebuilding, operating, and owning private railroad cars. It's been my enjoyment to be able to have this as an occupation, because if you enjoy what you're doing, you never work a day in your life. I restored the Hickory Creek, which is the only operating piece of 20th century railroad equipment currently Amtrak certified to operate in the United States. Why the 20th century train? Because it's the most famous train in the world. It ran on a cracked schedule of 16 hours between New York and Chicago, carried the most affluent people. The term red carpet treatment started with the 20th Century Limited. Every evening at 5 p.m. they'd roll the red carpet out for their guests to greet them properly in Grand Central Terminal. This isn't the first time I've been here to see these cars, and I'm really impressed with what I see here. This is a well-preserved, streamlined car from the 40s. The car has great potential, a lot of original fixtures and hardware and lighting, which is rarely found nowadays. This car has been preserved beautifully. As you can see, it's a very, very wide open space. Great big windows, great way to see the countryside and enjoy a nice meal. I'm here to turn around and help rebuild a cafe lounge car into a dining car, and we can walk forward and we'll take a look. We're currently in the cafe car here, which is going to be reconfigured with tables along the outside walls where the windows are. And we're going to add new finishes to the walls and actually put a new hung ceiling in here. We're going to make this more of a dining area, adding lights at each one of the tables, putting new carpet on the floor, and changing some of the other colors. We're in the kitchen. This is the preparation area. This is the stove, and there's refrigeration here. And this will be where the meals will be plated, and then they'll be served out of here by waiters that'll be dressed in the appropriate uniforms. Everyone's going to be trained to serve on a railroad car, which is slightly different than serving in a regular restaurant because things are always moving. We're going to walk down a little further. This is the entrance to the dining car. This is just going to be restored into its new color scheme, which would be the New York Central Lightning Stripe scheme, which is the same scheme that's currently on the locomotive behind us. These are restored New York Central E8s, which will be operating, and these will be the engines that'll pull the train when it's restored. I've always been interested in 20th century railroad equipment because it's the most opulent equipment around. It's great to see these restored E8s behind us because they represent an era in this country when people really respected the way they traveled. They dressed differently, they ate the finest foods, and they required the best service that was available. So it's nice to see that a small railroad like this is going to turn around and bring back those services for people to enjoy again, which haven't really been available in over 40 years. This is going to be a great experience for the general public to be able to turn around and sit down and have a white tablecloth dinner with people who are really enthusiastic about what they're doing and have a great meal and see some great scenery.